Wait, why am I doing my intro? This is for my other channel. My bad. I don't even do an intro on this channel. I ain't got no intro yet. But anyways, coming through today, August the 7th. Um, just I wasn't even about to record a video right now. I literally, me and my daughter and my sister, we were on our way to we were going somewhere. We were going out to skating. I had already told my daughter that I'll go with you, but I'm not gonna skate because my legs hurt so bad. I barely got through work today. I have sciatica, and my sciatic pain is inflamed. Yes. I have not been able to. This is like kind of why I have not been able to go to my chiropractor in over a year. Times, as you know, everybody is hurting. Like, times are hard. So I had to cut back in some manner. So I had to cut back on chiropractic care, which the way I'm able to maintain and keep working is through chiropractic care. So ironically, the thing that helps me keep going, I had to cut off because I can't afford it at the moment. But I have been praying that God, He knows everything. He knows the pain I'm enduring. He knows how much harder it is to just get through a 5 hour shift like I did today. Like, you would have thought I worked a 12-hour shift. I shouldn't be hurting like this after 5 hours. But he knows the pain I'm going through. He knows the issues. So I've been praying that he would soon provide some type of way for me to return back to my chiropractor. So I know that's coming sometime in the near future. But that's why I said I'll go with my daughter skating. It's a vibe. You know, they play music. They got the little snack bar. Y'all know I love to hit up the snack bar, get me a little churro or something. And just, I was going to sit there and just work on my content. I had my little headphones and I was just going to do what I need to do on my TikTok, and I got my two YouTube channels, so I was gonna do that. And my sister, she's epileptic, so she can't really skate right now. I don't know if that's the best activity for her, so me and her were just gonna chill while my daughter skates. So, she had her baby and now she's on an exercising kick that she's convinced she needs to lose baby weight. To me, she looks fine. I literally don't understand what you know, but I'm going to support her in what she's doing. So, skating is exercise. So, I told her, I'm hurting, so I'll go with you, but I'm going to kind of just chill out or whatever. So that was the plan. Now, the reason I'm telling this story is because it just makes me flash back. Okay, so this is the scenario that happened. We missed the regular skating night. That's what she initially passed by me. She was like, Mom, we need to go skating. We ain't skated in so long. That was one of the things that me and my daughter did a lot. So I know that's special in her heart. Back when she was growing up, I would take her, all her friends. That was something cheap we could do. It was that brings back memories. So I know she likes to skate because of remembering those old times or whatever, fun before life got real, before she got grown, right? And I tried to tell her that life was real out here, girl. So I tried to veer her course a different direction, but somehow her ship still sailed down the same direction my ship sailed down, right? Parents try their best to guide their children the best, but the best teacher is experience. And through experience, she'll really realize how real it is, right? So that was when her life was free and she didn't have to worry and stuff like that. Her mother had to take care of all her issues, right? So now she's grown and she has two kids of her own. Okay, so what ended up happening, she was like, um, I was gonna watch the kids. I was gonna sit there with the baby, both babies, and while she skate, and then my 2 year old granddaughter probably could have learned how to skate, because she could have skate on the carpet, until they really learn how to skate. So my daughter was probably gonna skate with her, and I just hold the baby or whatever. He's a month and something, so I was just gonna hold him and chill out at the thing. Like literally the same plan I had now was what I was gonna do then. But she was like, oh, it's too late, we're not gonna make it down there in time, so we could just go to the adult skate. And I was like, but the babies aren't gonna be able to come in at the adult skate night. So she was like, oh, it don't matter. My Her grandmother said that her not my daughter's grandmother, my husband's mother, said that she will watch the kids. So I said, okay, well, I'll still go with you. So the intent was the same. It was still skating, and I thought I was gonna watch the kids, but then later it became that my daughter's grandmother was gonna watch the kids. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I go pick her up. I'm scripting and scraping. I really ain't got too much money. But I'm not no longer going to say that I'm broke, because I'm not trying to bring in more of this. I know that it's a matter of time and God has been taking care of me. Though I'm barely making it, I am making it, you know. So I know it's just a matter of time before I don't have to live by the skin of my teeth like this, right? So I didn't really even have the money to go, but I'll scrape up some money to go if it's gonna make my daughter happy, if it's gonna make her feel a little better because she's going through some issues and stuff. So she's like, my grandmother's gonna watch the baby. So I go to pick her up. So because I really ain't got that much money, the skating rink is way across town. It's on the east side. We live on the west side of town. So to drive the road is going to take us about 40 minutes to get there because I don't have toll money. My toll is in the negative. Like literally, I owe them a good $40 for toll, and I ain't even got that. So I didn't want to get on the toll road without it because now there's a lot of booths that don't even have where you could pay change, right? So I'm like, we're gonna have to ride the road, so we need to leave a little earlier. So I go to pick her up, and as I pick her up, she's like, my grandmother said that I need to go get some D batteries. I'm like, how you gonna go get D batteries when we got just enough time? Like the skate night is only like 2 hours long, right? So I'm like, we only got just enough time really to leave now to make it on the road, right? And for you to have sufficient time to skate, for it to be a reason for us to go way across town to skate. She's like, I know, but she said she needs these batteries. And I'm like, well, can we pick the batteries up on our way home? And she's like, no, she needs me to go before we go. And I'm like, what's the purpose in that? Like, why would she wait right until you're about to leave to say you have to, and you cannot run it. No longer can you run in a store and run back out. Like, it's literally going to take at least a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes to run in the store, get these batteries, bring them back to the house, and then head out to the skating rink. So I'm like, by the time you do that, there's going to be no purpose in us going. And she's like, yeah, I know, but she's just doing this. So I said, okay, just forget it. Just forget it. Just go ahead. I'll take you to get the batteries, and then we'll drop them off, and you'll lose like 30 minutes of your night. So it'll be like you'll have an hour and a half to skate. So we already said, okay, whatever. So my daughter is like, she went up to Family Dollar, which is like the closest place. She ran in, ran out, got the batteries, took them back to her. And she was like, before that, she was like, that her grandmother was like, well, since I'm going to be watching everybody's baby, I need the batteries so that I could put one of the babies in the swings. So I'm like, why didn't y'all settle that before even saying, that? Like, okay, so if I was the grandmother and my granddaughter said, hey, grandma, can you watch my kids until I go skating? And if I say, yeah, sure, um, what time you got to be there? Oh, how long you gonna be gone? Because I'm not gonna watch the kids all night, right? I do understand that. So I'm already knowing when you leaving, when you coming back, right? I'm not gonna go send you to go do something else and still expect you to be back on time. Go send you to do something for me first if I'm gonna want you to be back here by this time. It's gonna I know if I'm sending you off to do something side work, that's gonna throw off your time schedule, right? Right. So me personally, but I'm an empath. I wouldn't do that. I'll be like, okay, go ahead, go ahead, go skating. Bring me these batteries back, or next time you're out, I need the batteries, or something like that. So she was like, no, she needs them now. Because I asked several times, I'm like, we could stop by Walmart on the way back. And she was like, no, she needs these batteries now. And I'm like, at this point, it's really no purpose to even go. And that's really what I think that she was doing. She didn't want her to go. So she was trying to make it where I'll watch your baby, but I'm going to make it difficult for you so that I can say I watched your baby, but I really didn't let you accomplish what you needed to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like in a narcissistic relationship, they will give you things, they will give you stuff from time to time, but just know that anything they give you, you owe them. It's like a deposit into the bank. You getting anything from them, now you owe them times more. That interest. But okay, anyways. So we ran, got the batteries, brought them back, and she's like, oh, they're the wrong size. But she specifically had already told her D batteries. Specifically, D batteries is what she needs. So she goes out to get D batteries, and then she gets back and she says they're the wrong size. So at this point, she hard down wants her to go get the right batteries. So my daughter's like, just forget it. I'm not going. It's okay. Which I really think was the intent from the beginning, that she really didn't want my daughter to go. So instead of saying no, I'm not going to watch the kids, she said yes, but made it difficult for my daughter to go. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like it's a little manipulative. It's a sneaky way. I helped you, but now you owe me, right? And it made me think back to when basically I went through this same thing with my daughter. This is my husband's mother. When my husband was wrongfully convicted and excessively sentenced when he was 20. Um, I was going on 21. I'm a little bit older than him, but we had just had our daughter. Our daughter was only 9 months old. My husband was paying for her daycare. He was helping out. It was a two-parent home, and then he was snatched away from the home. And I was a young girl. I barely had money. It was very difficult. As you know, in this society, they make it really difficult for you to take care of your kids. Like, literally, it is so expensive for daycare. You might as well stop working and take care of your own child, honestly. Kids would be better off if their parents took care of their own kids, honestly. To be honest, your child would be so far better off. But we send our kids to daycare, right? And they may care for our kids. Daycare may care. Oh, I love that. I love the rhyme. Daycare, they may care, right? They may teach your kids. Then we send them to school. They may care, may teach your kids. They may not, right? And we do that so that we can go to work. So we pay somebody to care for our kids so that we can work. When if we, and then the amount you pay, you barely breaking even. You can barely afford that. So it becomes cheaper to just not work and watch your own child. And that became the solution for me. But I couldn't not work, right? So I had to find out how to be able to watch my child and work. So I had the same situation when my husband was snatched out of our household. The person that was helping me, his his mother said she was going to help me, and sure, she would watch my daughter, my granddaughter that's I'm sorry, my daughter that's going through this with her grandmother. The same situation was 20 something years prior with her. She said, yeah, I'll help you. Oh yeah, you could come stay with us. They said I could stay with them. They said that they would help me. And when I took them up on their offer, because I could not handle it, it was not. That help makes you feel, when some people's help will make you feel so low, like you ain't worth the gum up under somebody's shoe. They will make you feel so low because you need their help. And they will make you feel like you owe them everything you have, when actually I owe you a set amount. Once I've given you that amount, I don't continually owe you. I don't owe you everything I make, right? I could never get up and on my feet. So if you're helping me to be able to help me get on my feet, you can't take everything I have, because then I'll never get on my feet. So are you helping me in a way that is to actually help me, a hand up, or is it a hand to keep me dependent on you? That's what you got to ask when people extend you help. So she extended me help to watch the baby. They was gonna watch the baby. I come stay there, and it was a whole different thing once I took them up on their offer. And I remember I would pack my baby's bag. I would come back, the same amount of Pampers would be in there, which means they weren't changing my baby. And milk would be all down her shirt. She'd just be laying in front of the TV. And I would, it felt like to me they were just laying her in front of the TV all day, not even really watching her. And I one day picked her up and I said, you know what? I'm going to watch my own baby. I'm going to watch my own baby. I don't need nobody. Like, you get in that point where you feel like you don't need nobody. You actually do need people, but you don't need the backlash that comes with people giving help. Like, if you're going to help somebody from your heart, when you help honestly, and you help in that honorary way, you've gotten your reward. God is not going to reward you for that, because you didn't help them from the heart. You helped them out of basically making them feel like they need you. That's what you help them out of. So you've already gotten your glory. You've gotten your reward. When you help somebody, help them from your heart. Don't belittle them. Don't make them feel lower because you're helping them, right? Um, oh, it's such a thin line between it, between seeing the good in it and the bad in it, doing it for the right reason and for the wrong reason, right? So, anyways, I picked up my baby and I was like, I'm gonna watch my own baby. I'm gonna make it somehow. I don't even know how I'm I'm finna do something, but I would not allow nobody to, make me feel less than because I need their help at this time point in time, and I'm not finna let nobody not take care of my child. So I was like, I'll take care of my child. Who gonna take care of your child better than you, right? So at that point, I stopped working, and the second shift, I started working overnight. I found me an overnight job. And I said, from this point on, I will watch I never slept. I got so many story times about that. It was so difficult. I never got a lick of sleep because I said, I'm going to watch my child. I worked overnight from 10 to 7 a.m. Crept in the door. My baby woke up within an hour or 2 hours after staying up all night. I got one nap when she napped. And babies like that don't nap like that. So I got 2 hours, 1.5, 2 hours, and then I got an hour nap or so when she napped. And then I went to school in the evening from 5 to 9. So I was in hair school at that time. And then I went right back to my work shift overnight. I kept my baby. I said I would not have nobody barely keep my baby and then throw it back in my face. And now seeing that, and now this the part, I tried to warn my daughter. Don't need people like that. Don't put yourself in a place where you need folks, because folks will not treat you that way, the right way when you need them. When they feel like you need them, they set you below. And they get up high and they look all the way down on you. They don't treat you the right way. Even if you help people from a place in your heart where we equal. I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. You just in need right now when I got some extra. I can help you. And after I help you, you're not attached. You don't owe me for the rest of your life. If you want to repay me in some type of way, thank you. Or if I require a fee for what I'm doing, then give me the fee. I give you I'm sorry, give me the fee and then let it be that. Give me the fee and let it be. Yes, I love rhyming. There you go. But I told her, don't get yourself in that position where you need folks like that. Folks will really show you. Now, when they need you, it's a different story. But when you need them, you'll never hear the end of it. So it is my prayer that my daughter gets it together. Yes, she kind of made that bed hard. You made your bed hard, honey. You gonna have to lay in it. I made my bed hard. I didn't want you to go make your bed as hard as I made mine. But you put some rocks in your bed. You can overcome it. You can get past it. Just don't make it no harder. And figure out a way to get out from, at this moment, you may need that person, but figure out how to get from up under it. But the same thing, she did the same thing. I told her, don't let it where you need her for that. And unfortunately, my daughter didn't too much listen to me. So, it's better, like they say, obedience is better than sacrifice. And we always wish we can go back and listen, but really you can't replay nothing. It's better to just listen from the beginning. Our parents were wise. Most of our parents were wise. We as parents most times have more wisdom, and it's just best if the child just listen. I used to tell my daughter all the time, anything I tell you honestly is not for my benefit, because I've already made my life. My life is what my life is. It's the sum total of my past, right? So my life is accumulation of my past mistakes, my past things I should have did, could have did, things I did do. That's what my life now equals to. And even if it gets hard, you can't get out of it because this is what you built. This the bed you made, right? Um, yeah, but I still desire her to get out of that. Get out of that, rise above. You can make it even if you are a single mother. That is a generational curse that needs to break from our family. That curse started, actually my mother broke that curse, and then it ended back up with me. Though it was not supposed to be, my husband was snatched out my household, but it still was the same thing. I still was a single mother, even if it was my fault or not. I was a single mother, and now it's like it that curse picked back up, and now my daughter's a single mother struggling. All right, guys, I just had to get that out. Help people from the heart. Don't make people feel a certain type of way. Now, don't help people when they don't appreciate you either. Learn how to cut those out off, people that don't appreciate your help. But those that appreciate your help and you know they trying to help themselves get up, they're not trying to just, don't treat them any type of way. We all need help. Your time will come around where you need help. And you definitely don't want nobody helping you in that manner, right? From the wrong, place in their heart. All right, guys, I'm going to end this here. Talk to you later.